James Kaufman, World News Report today. Today is July 21st, 2023, 1:30 p.m. Central here in the U.S. God bless you and yours no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. We're seeing spikes in our electromagnetic field. It's the first time in several days that we've seen this. We have spikes that exceed 200 hertz and look like they may go up to 300 hertz. Somewhere in that range. This usually results in our Schumann resonance spiking very hard. Let's take a look at that. All right, heading over to our Schumann resonance, you can see how hard the geophones were hit up top here, and you can see that these spikes basically go off the chart over the last hour plus. Amazingly, the Schumann resonance model is actually up to current time. This is not usually the case. We also had some action in the Schumann resonance from around 1400 to around 1700 UTC time. This was not significant action and stayed within reasonable bounds. Although for the last hour and 15 minutes, we've been seeing extensive spiking off the charts over 105 hertz in some instances. You can see that this occurred earlier in the day, less than 8 hours ago as well. This also went off the charts, this being a 50 hertz maximum model. This is a 6-day comparison. However, day 1 and day 2 of this 6-day comparison have been basically removed. So with that said, we're going to continue on and find out what caused the Schumann resonance spike, or we sure will try to. Here we can see the spike that happened around 7 hours ago, and we can also see the current activity. It looks like the spike 7.5 hours ago was stronger than what we're seeing currently. Is this up to date? Well, no, it's not. We're missing the last line on the top, the 18th hour UTC time. That one will probably be lit up just as the 7 and 8 UTC time lines are lit up. Each line represents 1 hour of geophone data, and those are split up into 15-minute increments. Looking at the amplitudes, we can see that right at 8 UTC time, we had a lot of action, and that actually exceeded what we're seeing currently. But we can also see that this action had a precursor right around 1430 UTC time that ended around 1600 UTC time, not substantial, followed by the more substantial spiking from around 1700 UTC time to current. Now, looking for agitators that might have caused these spikes, it appears that CERN's Large Hadron Collider is not currently functioning. Now, they have a problem with L8, insulation vacuum leak localization in progress, cryostat opening. And that was Monday. No beams until further notice. They have a leak at CERN, which can't be any good. Examining the KP index and looking at space weather as a probable agitator for the Schumann resonance spikes, we do see that a few of the charts, the Boulder chart and the College chart, do report activity. We are supposed to be being hit by another coronal mass ejection today, and that might be occurring on and off as we speak. We don't have the next bar here, so we're not quite sure what's occurred over the last 3 hours yet. Although we do see a disturbance on the Boulder and College chart earlier in the day. Taking a look at the modeling station here in Italy, which is located just left of the 7 here and 73 degrees, we will see that there's been lightning and thunderstorms over that station for the last several hours. Let's take a look at that. This is going to be our agitator. As you can see, the lightning moves right over it to present time. This will probably be our agitator. Now let's discuss why the Schumann resonance is spiking so high. Now I'd like to start off by saying I do believe in ascension. My personal beliefs are that ascension is spiritual and someone's own journey. I believe that these spikes are not caused by any type of ascension, but in fact they're caused by the lack of our ionosphere or our cavity collapsing. As you can see here, we haven't been in negative territory for the last several days, and all of a sudden we've spiked into negative territory on our BC during this time period. In fact, the Schumann resonance just went back to normal as soon as our BC went north again and positive. So this is what I believe, and it's been spot on so far, is causing these irregular spikes since 2017, when the Schumann resonance had never been over 37 hertz. We see that it doesn't even react to agitators when our shields are strong and up. But when our shields are weak, we see that any agitator seems to make the Schumann resonance spike off the charts. These spikes have become stronger and stronger each year. I believe that our atmosphere is weakening each year, as I'm sure most of you are aware of. This is most probably caused by our magnetic pole flip that we're in the process of having currently. With that said, everyone has their own belief system, and I personally respect those beliefs. But my journey to find out why the Schumann resonance started spiking stronger and stronger each year since 2017, when it hadn't been over 37 hertz, has led me to our electromagnetic shields and actually the collapse of those shields. So please, ladies and gentlemen, share, subscribe, and always remember that anything is possible in Bizarro World.